if you are new, my name is Marin. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my February round of Bookopoly. So let's go ahead and get into it. Before I get started with this month's round, I do want to, of course, give credit to the creator of Bookopoly, which is Becca at Becca and the Books. She is kind of the creator of all TBR games on YouTube, so we do owe her for her creativity in helping us come up with games as well. I did take her Bookopoly board and then tweak it to fit my reading, so again, credit to her. Now let's go ahead and talk about my reads from January so I can let you know how I did. So in January, I did have 2 doubles, which gave me 7 books. The first one was Mystery, and I chose The Clue in the Old Stagecoach by Carolyn Keene. I am almost finished this one, so for the purpose of this game, I am counting it as complete. Next, I had a chance card, and for that, I got Wilder Girls by Rory Power, which I did read. Next, I had a 12 in 2025 pick. For that, I chose Love Theoretically by Allie Hazelwood, which I did read. Next was a library book. For that, I chose Migrations by Charlotte McConaughey, and I did read it. The next one was an ebook or audiobook. For that, I chose House of Roots and Ruin by Aaron A. Craig, which I read on audio and completed. Then I had a random letter, which gave me the letter B, so I chose Beneath the Sugar Sky by Shauna Maguire, and I did read it. And the last one was randomized, and I was given The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin, which I did read. So I have completed January's TBR, which means I get to pick a reward before I start the game. Now, I only have 3 reward cards right now. I was having trouble coming up with rewards. So if you have any ideas for things I can use as reward prompts, I'm going to leave a pinned comment down below and you can respond to that with your ideas. But basically, I have just chosen 3 things that will make the game a little bit easier. So that's what I'm looking for in terms of rewards. So let me take you through the 3 that I have, and then we'll see which one I get to use for February's game. So the 3 I've come up with, just to start out, I have -1 roll, swap out any prompt, and ignore doubles. So that's all I've got. So again, if you have other ideas, please let me know down below. I have enough cards for 9 more rewards. So again, leave them down below if you have any ideas. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix these 3 up just to make it a little bit more of a game of chance to see which one I get. So here they are, and I am going to pick the one in the middle, which is ignore doubles. Now, last month I did have 2 doubles and it worked out fine, so we'll kind of see if I need it in this round, but it's there if I do. So now that that is out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and get into the gameplay and see what prompts I get for February. Okay, I have everything set up. Again, the reward is that I can ignore doubles if I decide. I did make it all the way around the board in January, so we are back on randomize here, or the go spot. So let's see what happens this month. Here is roll number 1. Okay, we have 7. Oh, perfect. Okay, that is the Literally Dead book club pick, which is perfect because there is a pick for February, so let me tell you what it is. All right, so as you saw, roll 1 landed me on Literally Dead, and the February pick for the Literally Dead book club is Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix. If you are unfamiliar with this book club, it is hosted by Kayla over at Books and Lala. She picks a thriller, mystery, horror type read for us every month except for December and January. So February is the first month of 2025 where we have a pick. So this is perfect. The only issue is that it says that I am about 4 weeks out on the hold. So we're gonna cross our fingers that it actually comes in on time. If it doesn't, I'm not going to hold it against myself for this TBR because there is only 1 book I can read for that prompt, and I have to wait for the library to get it because I do not purchase thriller, mystery, horror books because I never intend to reread them. So we're waiting for the library, hoping that it actually comes in on time. Okay, let's do roll number 2. We have a 7 again. Okay, that is a physical book. Let me see what I've got. I've got a couple library books, maybe that or something off my shelf. All right, roll 2 gave me a physical book. So for this, I am picking a physical book from my physical TBR shelves, obviously. And because it is February and I do want to try to get a little bit of romance on here, I am actually going to go with Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. This is the first book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series, and I'm very curious about it, so this will be what I pick for physical book. I will be reading it physically because the audiobook hold is like something like 15 weeks or something, so I'm looking forward to giving this a go, seeing if this might be a series for me. Okay, roll number 3. We have an 8. Okay, that is a chance card, so let's see what we've got. Okay, we have The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. That is a good one. I meant to read it last year, didn't get to it, so I'm very excited to see what I think about it. Roll 3 landed on chance, as you saw, and it brought me The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst, which is this book right here. I had plans to read this last year, and it just never fit into my TBR, so I'm very happy to give it a read, even though this is more of an autumnal type read. We'll go with it. It's fine. I'm excited to read it. I've heard good things, so hopefully I will also enjoy this one like many others have. Okay, we are on roll number 4. And we have 11. Ooh, nice. That is a skip, which means I do not have to pick a book. So we can just go right on into roll number 5. All right, roll number 5. Of course, we have a double. Can't get through a round without a double, but that's okay. This is 8. Ooh, okay, a thriller. I have a couple ideas for this, so let me see what I want to do. Roll 4 was a skip, which means I do not have to pick a book, so we're going to move on to roll 5, which brought me to thriller. It also was a double, but for thriller, I am going to be reading one of the books from my 12 and 2025 TBR, and that is 56 Days by Catherine Ryan Howard. It is available on Libby, so that's the one we're going to go with. It's definitely a thriller. It's about this guy and this girl who meet right before the COVID epidemic hits and shuts everything down. They decide to move in together to like get to know each other a little bit better, and after a few days, weeks, whatever, someone finds a dead body in the apartment where they were living, and the story goes from there. So that is going to be the book. I am curious to see what I will think about this one. It's got kind of middling reviews, but that does tend to be the case for a lot of thrillers, so we'll see where I land. Okay, even though I do have this ignore doubles card, I've only gotten one so far, so let's see what this next roll is and go from there. So this will be roll number 6. Okay, that is 7, so this will be the last roll. And we have another chance card, so let's see what it is. Oop. Oh, okay, we have The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I've heard some good things about this, but then I've also seen people who have not liked it, but it is a classic, and I am trying to read 6 of those this year, so okay, that is the last pick for February. Okay, so our final roll was roll 6. It landed me on another chance space, and I was given The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I've wanted to read this for a while. It's pretty short. It is a classic. I'm trying to read 6 classics this year, and this will be a nice way to get one onto my TBR. I've heard mixed things about it recently, but I know that a lot of people do really enjoy it. I don't even remember what it's about, so we'll see what I think about this one. Hopefully I will be one of the ones that actually has a good time. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about a couple of other things that I do want to try to fit onto my TBR this month. The first one is going to be my buzzword pick. The pick is a water-related word, and I am hoping to read The Frozen River by Ariel Lawhon. I don't know how to pronounce that. I feel like I'm not saying it right, but I have heard very, very good things about this. This is a historical mystery, and I am really excited to give it a read. This is part of my winter TBR, so I have it out from the library. So I do need to get it read, and this is a perfect pick for buzzword because river is a water-related word. The buzzword cover challenge is to read a book with like a skyline of some type on the cover. So for that, I am going to be reading Sibylle's Secret, which is by Juliette Marillier. It is the sequel to Wildwood Dancing, which I read last year and enjoyed. I've heard that people like the second book even more, and it does have a city skyline-ish type thing on the cover. So this will, one, cover the cover challenge and also check off another series book. Other books on my radar, I have some holds that are about to come in, so let me just run through those as well. I have The Stolen Queen by Fiona Davis. This is a, I think, historical mystery type thing as well. I read The Magnolia Palace by her several years ago and gave it 5 stars, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. I also have a hold coming up soon for a novel love story by Ashley Poston. And I also have a hold for What You Leave Behind by Wanda M. Morris that may come in February as well. Because it is Black History Month, I am going to try to read some Black authors, and she is a Black author. This is another mystery thriller type book. So hopefully I can fit all of those on. We'll just have to see how it goes. February is a short month, but hopefully with audios I can get through a decent amount. So I will let you know how things go when I do my monthly favorites for February. And there you have it. That is my February TBR featuring my picks from my Bookopoly board. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more from me. If you made it to the end of the video and would like to leave me an emoji in the comments, you can go ahead and leave me the dice emoji for the dice that I roll in my game. Don't forget to leave me ideas for reward prompts below the pinned comment, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.